Hey YouTube! How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are staying safe and warm out there during this cold season. It's freaking nippy out here. We're actually expecting a lot of rain this week. Like, I love it, but my knee does not. So, yeah. But we need the water though, not gonna lie. And I don't know, there's something refreshing about the rain during the wintertime. And like, currently the clouds are like coming down off the mountains and like kissing the ground here, and it becomes like a thick mist. And I don't know, it's really eerie, but it's really beautiful at the same time. And it's been a very long time since I've seen that occur here in the valley, like since I was a kid. But yeah, anywho, feel free to break out a sketchbook and like doodle alongside me, or put me in the background as you work alongside. This is pretty much another chill vlog where I work on some art. But before we get into today's video though, I just wanted to give a shout out to all my patrons for all their love and their support, along with like a huge thank you to Matthew Reynoso, who's up their pledge to my Naga tier. Thank you guys so much. You guys have no clue how much I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm actually currently working on my graphic novel at the moment, so if you'd like to check out my current progress on that and even see your name up here, consider joining us over on Patreon, Ko-fi, or Substar. You can find all those links down below in the description. The current piece I'm working on is the second piece for my finals for my drawing class. The first one I titled Terms and Conditions, and this one I titled Breached Contract. I had a lot of fun making these pieces, not gonna lie. And to be honest, I kind of love the fact that I've gotten away in a sense with painting in my drawing classes. Like, technically yes, I sketch the rough and final drafts, and after I've painted in the line work and everything, I go in with a pen to add further, fine details such as hatching and cross hatching, for like more emphasis on shadows and stuff. But the majority of the process for the pieces that I've made is ink wash painting. So yeah, I've kind of gotten away with that so far, but we'll see if I can continue that next semester. We'll see. Anywho, there's been a lot of discourse in the art community as of late. Like, from one thing to another, it seems literally. We've got hit with NFTs, which at first sounded amazing, and even I was intrigued in them, like, not gonna lie. But as I did more research, it seemed more like a scam than anything. Plus, all the negative side effects for producing the amount of power necessary to create even a token. And then we got hit with DA pulling its stunt for automatically opting every artist on its site into Stable Diffusion. That thing for the AI, followed by ArtStation, and obviously the rise of AI art. Now, I'm on the border of AI for art things. Like, I think its usability as a tool is a cool idea, concept, whatever you want to call it, to help build up concepts and references to create art. But I don't think how it's currently being trained or used is ethically correct or moral. But I am just one voice in the sea of many other artists. Something too that AI bros have been like throwing around is that they don't have the talent to draw, so this will do, and by all means, they've made it, except they didn't. So yeah, I mean, it's basically a collage of different artists' artwork smashed together, which in the end, ultimately the AI generated the pieces based off of the keywords, and then you go through the alterations of the piece that the AI generated to quote unquote create a piece. But that's a whole subject on its own, and it's not the subject that I necessarily want to talk about. But it is something that I do find ironic, this idea of talent being needed in order to create. So, today I wanted to chat with you guys about talent versus skill and what the difference is. So, Merriam Webster defines talent as a special athletic, creative, or artistic aptitude or ability. And it also defines skill as the ability to use one's knowledge effectively and readily in execution or performance. Now, I get comments from my family and from my followers on social media about how talented I am sometimes when it comes to the works that I've created. Now, everyone's different, and there are people who do get offended by it and say that it's not talent, it is skill. I personally get what they mean though. For me, like in the end, talent is something that you are drawn to naturally and that you can pick up relatively easier than others might who are around your same level of ability. I think of it more as a calling, and that calling can be artistic, creative, athletic, and so on. It's like some people have the knack for coming up with new concepts for architecture, for construction, for culinary, like food and dessert and stuff, painting, drawing, music, strategy, etc. But just because it comes naturally doesn't mean that they're a god at their own innate ability. You still have to hone that ability and build up skills to create something competently. However, if you never feed this talent or nurture it to grow, then as talented as one might be, they'll have nothing to show for it, no progress or anything. That being said, you don't have to have the innate ability to draw or get on par with somebody who it comes naturally to. A skill is a skill that anyone can learn, with given some time and some practice. To be honest, it kind of makes me sad that some people use it as an excuse that they are not talented enough to pick up a pencil and learn to draw or try out another skill that they are interested in. I'm an artist though, so like I'll be referring to art in general. But this in general, like this topic in general, it applies to so much more than just art. And the way I see it is though, well, I guess, for example, is the better way to say this. We're not all writers of like music, of poems, of stories, or even, autobiographies or even biographies of other people or the like. Yet we all know how to write. And when we all first started, that shit was fucking whack. Letters were upside down and written in reverse, misspelled words and incomplete sentences. But throughout school, we honed our skills to write numbers and letters and rearrange them into proper sentences and the like. So if we can do all that, then we can learn different subjects and different interests and skills, you know? It could be a mindset thing too. There is that possibility. Like, if you say you can't, well, I suppose you're right in a sense. It's not necessarily that you can't, though, it's that you don't want to. Unless you have a disability or something that doesn't let you pursue something in the usual fashion. However, in the end, still, that doesn't mean you can't find a different path to get to the same place you're trying to get to originally. Like, I think of it as if there is a will, there is a way. And that's where the last topic kind of comes into play. Like, if you want to learn something new, like a skill, for instance, you still have to set aside that time to try things out. And again, it doesn't have to be long periods of times. It could just be 10 to 15 minutes a day. That would do until you grasp what it is that you're trying to learn. Like, it, it's it's just putting in the effort, I guess, in a way. And like stop stunting yourself with, well, I can't do that. I don't have time to do that. I don't know where to start kind of thing. Although, not gonna lie, it also does help when there are aspirations. Like, if you have a few artists that inspire you, then you kind of have a roadmap on what you need to do. If you don't, though, it might take a bit more to build a roadmap, but it's not impossible. And if you do have artists who you want to aspire to get to their level, there's a possibility you might not be able to fully emulate their style or anything like that, but you might get pretty close to it and discover your own style along the way. But that'll be the topic for the next vlog, I think, finding your style and such. Anywho, that's pretty much my 2 cents on talent versus skill. So thank you guys for lending me your ear and letting me ramble on about the subject. Also, how was your guys' Christmas? If you celebrate that or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, Yule Tidings, whichever holiday you celebrate, like, how was it? I hope you guys were able to have a good time with your loved ones as well. And New Year's is almost here too. So let's hope that 2023 is a better year than the last few we've had, right? Right? They've been really fucking rough, not gonna lie. But yeah, do you guys have any plans? If you do, let me know in the comments. I think this year I'll be chilling with my family. You know, pop over to my grandparents and maybe my mom's house before calling it a night and chilling at my home. I don't know, maybe we'll grab some wine or something to celebrate, but who knows?
三哥为什么选你啊？我为什么要让三阿哥选上我呀？你是皇娘的亲侄女，三哥又是皇娘的养子，谁都知道三哥会选你做地府监啊。那是你们自己想的，我又不喜欢三阿哥。你不喜欢我三哥？要不是阿玛和姑母他们偏叫我去，我才不会去。但是，即便我去了，我也有本事让自己选不上。你怎么让自己选不上的？出虚宫，大庭广众之下。对啊，我吃了好多豆子呢。你真行啊你！
So, I started binging this little Chinese drama. I'm pretty sure it's a historical drama revolving around the Qing Empire. Anywho, it's called Rui's Royal Love in the Palace. And I thought it was gonna be like this short little show. And no. Turns out I committed myself to binging 80 episodes. It literally fueled me through finals week, like, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in the past that, you know, sometimes I need something to be on in the background to keep my focus on work. I don't know, sometimes the quiet is a little but sometimes quiet is what I need, so there's that. But not for this round of things, though. It was really, really good, though, like, not gonna lie. I managed to finish this piece and all my other finals while binging this show for like 2 weeks straight. So, yeah. Anywho, I'm slowly updating my office again. This coming semester, I would really like to stream the making of my art again. So I decided to order another Logitech C920 webcam and a 10-inch ring light, along with like this arm stand pole thing that basically mounts to the desk and it holds the webcam. I also nabbed another USB hub because I'm currently down to my last 3 USB ports on my current hub, and it needs more power to give juice to a third webcam and to a ring light. So yeah. But now I can show different angles and stuff of what I'm doing and working on in my office. Although I do think I'm going to nab me one more ring light and another one of these little arm stand things that I got. That way I can have better lighting for the cam that I actually appear on, you know, the webcam that, you know, you can see me through while I'm streaming. Because currently one side looks horridly washed out and the other side of my face is like hella dark. And I've corrected it as much as possible, but I can only do so much with the LUTs and the, you know, brightness and saturation and contrast and stuff to even it out. So yeah, I'm working with one frontal diffuser and a side diffuser, and then the main light hitting my desk. So I need one more diffuser in the back side on my left side, and that should do it for the proper lighting, at least from all the research that I've done and shit. So yeah, but you guys will see all of the new dates and updates and stuff in the next vlog though, so look out for that. I still need to go to Michael's as well to go nab a photo box to carve up basically. It'll work great for hiding all of these wires around my desk, you know, the good old like wire management and stuff kind of thing. You know, I never thought about planning and stuff for the future. Like, I'm a very go with the flow type of person. But since I've started taking my art journey seriously and even turned it into a business, I'm finally getting the reason as to why setting goals is a good thing, you know? To be honest, my first few goals have been accomplished within these 6 years, and it's about time that I make some new ones. My end goal is to get my own storefront slash studio. Like, don't get me wrong, I have a studio currently slash office. It's here at home and I love it. But a storefront in of itself would be cool. Like, if I could get an old industrial building with the bottom part being a lobby slash store, and like if it had an upper level or even a back room, I could turn that into a studio and host like art get-togethers and shit. Maybe even host my own gallery showing there, or host other artists as well. Like, that is my dream end goal, and that's in the making. That's in the making. It will fucking happen. Just one step at a time though. So this coming year, I have a few goals. One is to get better at marketing, you know, me, myself, and my skills, and growing my audience on my social media platforms like Twitter. I'm close to 6,000, but I'm not quite there yet. But by next year, by the end of next year of 2023, I would like to have minimum of 6.5 thousand followers. If I get more, I'd be fucking ecstatic. But minimum, I want to get to 6.5K. I also want to interact with other artists and go to exhibitions and gallery showings. And lastly, my goal is to submit my art into galleries and exhibitions as well to see if I can get any bites, and add those experiences to my curriculum vitae. Yeah. And I guess I have a bonus goal, which is to be able to participate more with my local art committee or group, whatever you want to call it. That one might be a little bit reaching though, since I'm doing 15 credit hours this coming semester. But the first 3 are definitely a must. And I should actually get myself a little goal tracker thingy, like an agenda of some sort, but just for tracking my goals and milestones, like even quarterly reviews for how I'm doing in said goal achieving. Either that, or I could just do some tweaks to my current tracker that I'm using since it's a blank slate. But yeah, what about you guys? Do you guys set any New Year's resolutions or goals for yourself? There's me.
So we got 2 kinds of regular Lucas, 2 kinds of baby Lucas, 2 things pulparitos, de así.
So I took my twerp to Westgate to go ice skating with her friends, and she biffed it. It was fucking great. 10 out of 10. Would do again. So, we made it to this piece. I love how this piece turned out. It just sucks I did it for nothing. So we were all given a last project to do in my bloody 3D design class. We had to find, if not come up with our own poem, saying, quote of some kind, and then make a 3D design of what we interpret from it. So some people mix and matched lyrics together from different artists that they liked. I personally decided to go with my own saying, poem kind of thing. More like lore cast in free prose. Let me pull it really quick. Then you can kind of get a feel for what I was doing. Here in the void, creeping silently in the night, wisps slick like oil, black embers do come. A heavy price paid for all things now not. Their contracts of greed and fame, what were they all for? A deal they made and a forgotten name, a twisted soul they shall remain. So yeah, I decided to make a little twisted soul for my project. Though the stupid clay I bought from Michael's was damn near hardened, so I had to nab some Vaseline to be able to rework and soften it again. It was a freaking nightmare, and it looks a wee bit janky, but it's all good. It's gonna get baked and painted in the end, and I did end up painting it, the respective parts black and white, and then I took it outside to spray it with different iridescent colors of greens, oranges, blues, and purples to make it look oily. And if I knew how to work with resin more, I would love to see how it would have turned out that way, but I didn't have the time to figure it out really. I mean, I guess I could have, but that was going way out of my way for this class that I was over with.
2 hours later.
It just sucks that this TA had us make this project and not even bother to grade it. Like, that was annoying as fuck. And then the fact that she had the audacity to expect us to work on it after class itself was complete. Like, ugh. Yeah. Just, ugh. Soon, my new classes will start though. I'm hella excited, not gonna lie. I'm taking another drawing class that is being directed by the professor I had this past semester. I'll also be taking a painting class and an intermediate watercolor class. So 3 studio classes, and then I have 2 online history classes to take. One is for the history of animation, and the other is on Mexican art. So, yay! I'm really, really excited. Anywho, with that, I'm gonna take my leave, you guys, and allow you guys to enjoy the rest of this video without me rambling in your ear. Thank you to everyone who made it this far. I really, really appreciate you guys, and I hope I can keep improving and making content that is enjoyable for you to watch. Anywho, if you like this video, feel free to give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. You can also support me over on Patreon, Ko-fi, or Substart as well, or follow me for free over on Twitter and my other social media platforms found below in the description. But until next time, you guys, take care, stay warm, and be safe out there. Ja!